Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Not Monopoly, the game. Kingdoms Build by Sleep as Ventus. In the last episode we got started as Ventus in the land of departure on the command board, and in this episode we're going to do Dwarf Woodlands, which I don't remember very much about, other than the fact that the boss fight is going to be a bitch, and I don't have, like, Fire Boost anymore in my deck, or as an ability and Fire Surge in my deck. So we're going to have to work on that ASAP, which means probably start the next episode, because I don't have the recipes with me right now. We might not even have what we need to make Fire Surge at the moment. I don't know when you start getting those. I think usually around Radiant Garden is when I start getting them. But you might be able to just get them earlier. I don't know for sure. We're going to try though. The best thing we can do right now is... Also, we actually have Dodge Roll as Strike Rate is level 3. This is our first fight and we're already leveling up to level 3 with some of our commands. That's why it's a good thing to do a command board every now and then maybe. But I'm still not going to do more command boards than are absolutely necessary to fill out video length. Because they are fairly tedious to do, honestly. They're also kind of fun. But to do them on video, it seems kind of tedious. It's more of a laid-back kind of thing. If anything, that's kind of more of like a stream kind of gameplay. I've also been playing a game that's like... I'm probably going to do by the time this goes up, I probably already will have a spotlight on it. But in order to do a spotlight video on a game, I tend to do a bit of research and play the game beforehand for like 15 to 30 minutes. I played this game for 3 hours and I'm still not even like all the way there to the point where I should be when recording a spotlight, but I refuse to play more than 3 hours of a game for a spotlight. It's a fun game though.
Who are you?
I'm Ventus. Call me Ven.
A diamond thief! Take cover, you fools!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you.
You didn't? Oh, you mean you're not here for our diamonds?
That's not nice. Treating me like some kind of bad guy. I'm just trying to find a friend. His name is Terra. He's dressed kind of like me, about yay tall.
Sounds like a tall tale to me. Go on, get!
We don't know any Terra.
Please, could you come over here? I just want to talk.
They don't know any Terra, but they're working in the earth. Seems suspicious.
All right, then we'll do this the hard way. Yeah.
They clearly don't know anything, Ventus is just being a bully. And this guy is just oblivious to what's going on. I love it. Let's see, what do we have here? We have nothing to do with fire yet. So, also I don't have enough money to buy anything anyway. So, it don't matter. I'm not gonna like go collecting the stickers. That's part of the upside of playing in critical mode. I don't need to 100% the journal at all to unlock the secret episode. And the epilogue and stuff like that. I will be fighting these enemies, especially this early on, because the experience, honestly, is kind of welcome. And the Soothing Crystal doesn't hurt either. Because I think the Soothing Crystal is the thing you need for fire, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Honestly, I don't care too much, because I'll do that probably mostly off screen anyway. Because that kind of grinding is usually fairly boring to do. I thought there was going to be a dwarf in one of those. Also, fighting these unversed is a real good way of wasting your time, apparently. It's usually a pretty good way of unlocking a command style, which that then ends up helping destroying these dwarves' hiding places. Because they're pretty good. And these dwarves are pretty speedy. So is Ventus. To be fair, there's 7 of these guys. Well, 6, because one of them's oblivious as hell, apparently. This one's actually kind of annoying to take care of because he'll damage you. Oh, it's the same. It's the same one. That's why it takes so long for him to return. That makes sense. If you look at it that way, that makes a lot more sense, yeah. So now we go over here and wait for him to exit. Yeah, okay, that's how that works. As I said, he damages you. He's not a very nice guy. I mean, he can't help, but it's a minecart. Minecarts hurt people when they jump in front of it. To be fair. It just takes fucking forever to damage him enough to the point where he stops being a little bitch. Pretty much is what I mean. Okay, there you go. Ventus' moveset is more geared toward being like quick, nimble, and dodgy, which honestly probably is mostly the gameplay style this game wants you to go for. So I think Ventus is kind of like the default character in the game, even though it's from a narrative perspective written to be the second one you play. It doesn't matter that much from a narrative perspective, but it's just like payback raid. We already get that this early, eh? That's really good because, well, fuck you. That's really good because that means that the boss fight we can just payback raid our way to victory. And if we combine the fact that we have payback raid this early in the game with arrow, not with arrow, with renewal block. I was going to say payback block for some reason. With renewal block, that actually then becomes just immortality, I think. Because we don't have to do anything other than just dodge a lot, block a lot, and dodge anything we can't block. I'm sorry, did you just damage like 2/3 of my HP bar as a dwarf? You're not even a proper enemy. You're just a dwarf. Holy hell. That is... Stop it! Stop it! I am not okay with this. I still do not have cure. I'm not going to lose to this side quest. Well, it's not a side quest, but to this mini mission game thing. I refuse to die to you guys. I'm gonna die. Can I shotlock you? I can. It works. I hope that was the last one because I am at 1 HP. That was not the last one. I am so screwed. Unless I can go into the menu here and equip potions. I can. It's wonderful because I really need to. I also have place in here. You know what? Actually, let's do some command melding on the fly here. Quick Blitz and Arrow go together with... Let's just throw in the Soothing Crystal we had. For Aurora. Could be worse. Let's throw in Sliding Dash. Aurora. Another Strike Raid. Let's switch those around. And the one potion I have. At least I won't instantly die now. Mini? Huh. I don't think I care about that at all. Where do I go for the next dwarf? Because I think I already got them all. Where's the last one? Surely. Oh, I thought I was going to have to redo... I don't have to redo any of them, do I? Do I? Do I have to redo them? I don't think I have to redo them. There must be one in a crate somewhere that I missed, surely. Has to be. Not in these crates, so... That's just another Soothing Crystal. I guess that must be in one of these. Yeah, I see him. Is that the last one? Freaking better be. Yeah, it is. Thank God.
I'm telling you, I'm no thief.
That was more stressful than it needed to be.
That's what they all say. Well, we're on to you.
Fine, I get it. You want me to leave, I'll leave. Oh, but can you tell me where I can find some other people around here?
There's a castle beyond the chorus. I mean the forest.
Got it. Well, thanks.
I really need to watch Snow White. It's on Disney Plus. As like a filmmaker and a graduated film student, it's actually kind of like blasphemy that I have not seen the first feature-length animated film. You just should not be allowed to graduate without having seen that, honestly. I don't know why we never talked about that in school. Now that I mention it. I mean, we talked about like a lot of... Well, probably because I wasn't in animation school. I was in like film school. So we talked about like live action film a lot. We like hardly ever talked about any animation related films. Even though those do make for some very interesting topics for analysis as well. For, well, I mean like for a like cinematography standpoint as well. Because obviously they can do whatever they want with animation. Because it doesn't need to be realistic. But they still... use camera techniques like deep focus or like tilt shift focus or like I've even seen, and this is okay, I won't get into this too much because I know it annoys people when I talk too much about like camera like technical stuff, but a very basic like rundown of what I'm talking about, because it's actually very impressive and very like, well, it's not impressive that they did it, it's very impressive that they thought to do it, because I never would. I'll talk to you about this in a moment. Or I'll forget and I won't. There's no dialogue here? Okay, so never mind. Is there dialogue here? I don't want to start a story if there's no dialogue.
This must be where those little men live. There!
Oh yeah, we have another escort mission here, that's right. So when you like change the focus on your camera, you've all seen like focus pools in movies. You probably don't need to explain to you. Depending on like how the innards of that camera lens have been made, you'll have a certain amount of focus breathing, which means that while changing the focus, you also kind of zoom in or out ever so slightly, just because they're the same elements, the same glass elements within the lens that are like changing in different ways. So when changing focus, you also tend to change zoom a little. The more expensive the lens, usually the less that breathing, as it's called, is. So you'd assume that if you're making an animated film, you would just opt to not have that breathing effect happen at all when you pull focus. But a lot of animated movies, and the first one I've actually noticed it in, and it's done very well in there, is in The Lion King. They have some like pulling of focus and with breathing, lens breathing in there. It's actually very impressive that they even thought to include that.
These horrible trees, they tried to grab me.
It's okay. You were probably just seeing things. It happens to all of us when we're afraid.
Oh, thank you. I feel quite better now. I'm sure I'll get along, somehow. But I do need a place to sleep at night. Would you know anywhere I might?
Well, I saw a house just up ahead. Come on.
You're lucky that Ventus also has a heart of pure light, because otherwise you would be fucked right now. Literally.
Thank you, then. My name's Snow White.
Great. Let's get going.
Or maybe she's trying to come onto him. That's also a possibility. So yeah, escort mission. Because that's always fun, especially in Critical Mode. Remember how well this went when we did it as Terra? With Cinderella? Yeah, this is about 1,000,000 times worse, I think. Actually, it might not be, I don't know. I don't know what the trees do necessarily. I think we can just do this, and that actually helps a lot. So maybe this makes it easier? Because it also stuns the inverse around. Yeah, I think this one is actually easier than the one with Cinderella, maybe. Also because it's not two separate areas I have to go through with the same like damage meter. Yeah, I think this one is a lot easier now that I'm actually playing through it again. But and you've got that command, which really helps a lot. Like a lot. Because it also stuns enemies and damages enemies around you. Where is Snow White? Where is she? There she is. Losing it, like, losing sight of it is probably the most scary thing that can happen to you. Don't attack my not girlfriend. I'm trying to get Ladia, people. Don't kill her. You're kind of part of me, because you're reverse, which are part of Anita's, which is part of me, but not inside me anymore. Talking about being inside. Snow White, where are you? Oh, there you are. No, 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 no. Don't. There you go. That's a good tree. Now go ahead and die. I think this might be the end already, which would be real nice. Yeah, I think this went so much better than the escort mission we had with Snow White wasn't caught up yet. I know, but there's nothing that bad here. There's just some flaws. You can probably take care of them yourself even. You're a Princess of Light, just like, I don't know, hug them. They'll turn back into humans. That's how that works, right? That's what Kyrie taught me anyway. Yeah, that wasn't actually the boss fight. The boss fight is about to come up.
I'm pretty sure you'll be safe here.
Pretty sure.
But sit tight while I look around.
I don't think he ever comes back. Does he? Might.
Someone's asleep in here.
The coast is clear.
Oh, he does.
Monster in sight. Huh.
Couldn't stay away, could you? And who invited you in, you rotten thief?
Oh no, he's not a thief. He rescued me.
You mustn't be moved. I mustn't be fooled by him, Princess.
Just go on and get.
Please don't send him away. You see, he helped me when I was lost. And oh so very frightened.
What happened?
Well, I was picking flowers by the wood, and there was a stranger there. He had a sword, but it was like a key. And then these monsters came and...
A sword like a key. Terra!
You mean this stranger saw you and set his horde of evil demons after you?
Terra would never do that!
Oh, of course. I'm sure he wouldn't. Not if he's someone who's your friend.
Princess, you trustn't be so trusting.
He's a lion! Mark my words!
I'll prove it!
So, I think we found the only person more oblivious than Terra. It's Snow White. Also, yeah, definitely should be equipping one more thing before we go into this fight, because we have... Payback rate is something... It's not counter. It is countering, but it's countering after you actually get hit, which we don't want to be hit in this upcoming fight at all, if we can help it. So, this is gonna be... this is gonna be dicey. Because this fight is annoying. I'll be straight up with you. This is a real annoying fight. Just watch me deal with him very easily, because that's how things go in this series. If you haven't seen me play this as Terra. When I say things are easy, they end up being difficult. When I say they're difficult, they usually end up being not a huge problem. I don't have the spammy part of this unlocked yet, because it's still level 1. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Yeah, that's gonna be problematic. But I can use a lot of long-range attacks, and I actually don't know if maybe using the Aqua D-Link would be preferable here, but I probably should have leveled that up before going into this fight if I wanted to use that to begin with. So, probably a little bit too late for that. Let's not draw out of the way. That is not in time at all. Do I want to use it? No. Oh, you're healing. You're healing. That's not good. That's very not good. That, however, actually did a decent amount of damage against you. I appreciate that. And I think I might be able to get another flame salve. Well, I did. So yeah, it looks like we're definitely taking care of this guy first try. Which I approve. Again, I don't want to have difficult boss fights if I can help it. No, 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 no. Don't explode me. Don't explode me. Don't explode me. Arrow. at least it means Fever Pitch stays around a little bit longer. And I don't know if Fever Pitch actually changes my damage at all, but I'm going to pretend like it. Fuck! I was so close to doing this first time. So damn close. And I felt like I don't need to use a potion. I definitely needed to use a potion. Anyway, we got that close first time around, so we can probably get just as much done the second time around and let's not die. It seems like until we get Flame Surge, or Fire Surge I should call it, maybe strike rate is probably... Yeah, I'm dead. I know I'm not dead yet. Okay, that's good. I thought that was a healing move! I thought that was a healing move. Damn it. It very much is not a healing move. Let's see, what else do we have? Aurora doesn't really... You say... Okay, so I'm definitely going to go to level 2 before we do this, because I am not insane. I also could have sworn there was a Moogle around here somewhere, but apparently not. So let's go to level 2. Maybe it'll give me a defense or a strength up. Either one works. Preferably defense up, honestly. My damage output is pretty much where I want it to be at this point. I mean, I always wanted to be higher, but I'm okay where it is now. It's just, I want to be able to take 1 or 2 more hits in the fight itself. That would be helpful. Maybe Aqua actually has Cure in her D-Link. Let's check that. She does. Okay, let's revert right away so that I can get my D-Link back up to full. If I need healing, I have potions. If I use up all my potions, I have Aqua. Aqua has Cura in her D-Link, which means that I can heal. Until I get Cure for myself, obviously, at which point I don't need that anymore. Also, I think the Aqua, well, any D-Link for that matter, just going into it also heals you, just like it would with the Drive from Kingdom Hearts 2. I think. Though I'm not 100% sure on that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. Maybe we can get fire to level 2 as well. That would be kind of neat. Defense increased, exactly what I asked for. Thank you very much, game. That's probably going to... That together with knowing that we can use the Aqua D-Link, which the moves in it probably not that good, but having the cure possibility there is going to be huge, I feel like. I don't remember what was in this, so I'm going to open it again. Poison. That reminds me, I do not have Payback Rate equipped, because I use Continue rather than Retry, because I am an idiot. Then again, I am now level 2, so that's going to make things at least slightly easier. Not a lot, but at least slightly. If I could have Flame Salvo at level 2, that would be a bigger advantage, I think. That is not that big of a deal, actually, because I don't have the spammy thing unlocked anyway. Anyway, burps. Fire probably does a decent amount of damage against you, actually, now that I think about it, because you're a tree. Yeah, no, that's not how that works. It might be how that works, but everything just doesn't do a lot of damage. Fuck! I got out of the way. Wonderful. I didn't think I would. Oh, I can just use Surge. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. Fever Pitch. I'm invincible anyway. Okay, that was a stressful little moment. We can use Fire Surge again. Not yet. I think we won. I think we've got this. I think we have got this down. And we have a command style again. Block some of these attacks. No, don't attack me. You attacked me. Sliding dash. Fever Pitch. We won. Okay, that was actually not that horrible. And we learned Firestorm, meaning that we're going to even be more on fire and learning grammar than before. And deck capacity increase, which also always very nice thing to have indeed.
Sarah!
is gone.
Excuse me, ma'am. You dropped this.
Oh, I thank you, my pet. To tell the truth, I really don't know what I would have done without that.
So obviously
Haven't
evil.
I seen that sword before?
Terra has one. You know Terra?
Oh, yes, yes. That ruffian pointed one of those at me asking about some Xehanort. My poor heart nearly stopped.
That doesn't
Everybody in
sound
this
like
game
it
is so
at all.
oblivious.
Ma'am, where did Terra go?
I'm sure I have no idea. Must you all menace a poor granny so?
What? No, I was just... Terra, what did you do?
Oh, in this world, nothing bad. And technically, apparently in the other world, nothing bad either. So yeah, the one like caveat to going to Dwarf Woodlands first before any other of the worlds in the first like circle here is that we actually get the best Keyblade first. Because Treasure Trove just straight up is the best Keyblade until Radiant Garden. So that's a bit of a bummer. But until the next time, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't enjoyed this video, which hopefully you have. Next time we'll be going to Castle of Dreams, I think. Yeah, Castle of Dreams. Enchanted Domain as Ventus is actually horrible. Castle of Dreams is fun though, because we'll actually be miniature person, Ventus. Will be the size of a mouse. The boss fight is actually a cat. It's kind of awesome. See you back then. Bye.